Hello? Okay. Hopefully that helps, YouTube. Let me know. VWLO says, hello from Saudi Arabia. Hello, hello. Daniel, maraming salamat. Oh, it wasn't Daniel. Someone else sent me a gift on TikTok. It was under Daniel's name, but I don't know what your name is. Oh no, I just said, I didn't mean to invite you. Sorry. But thank you so much. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead. Again, if you are on Instagram or TikTok, I am live on YouTube where you can see the entire presentation written out. Oh, great. Awesome. Everyone on YouTube can hear me. Instagram, TikTok, we're good to go. Well, first of all, welcome. So sorry I've been missing in action, but I do want to mention that this lesson is presented by Filipino Tutors LLC, my very new tutoring program. And if you signed up for a tutor and it didn't really work out, or it was kind of messy there in the beginning, I apologize. We are a very new company and I am a first-time business owner. So as you can imagine, I am learning a lot. We are getting better every single day, and I hope to gain your trust again. So Filipino Tutors, let me just give you some information. Not only do we have tutors who can teach Tagalog, we have 2 teachers who can teach Tagalog. No, sorry, 3. 3 can teach Tagalog to adults, and 2 can teach Tagalog to children. So if you want like one-on-one Tagalog lessons on a regular basis, check out myfilipinotutors.com. That is the website, myfilipinotutors.com. You'll scroll all the way down and you'll see the all the different subjects that are taught. So we have 3 tutors who can teach Tagalog. We have 1 tutor, Eman, who can teach Bisaya. So if you in your family or someone you know, maybe your significant other, knows how to speak Bisaya and you want to practice or learn, check out our Bisaya teacher. And then we have 1 tutor who is dedicated specifically to math. Okay? So Jay is a good math teacher. He is so knowledgeable. Went to Berkeley, I believe. And he also is very knowledgeable in like college and SAT prep. So if you know anyone who's applying to college or needs help with like their essays or any SAT questions, please go ahead and check that out. Again, this lesson is brought to you by Filipino Tutors LLC, and get ready to hear more about that in my next posts, because we are going to pump out so much advertising, or at least I am, because I am so excited to bring it to you. Oh, Jason said, how do we sign up for lessons? Visit this website, myfilipinotutors.com. I had to double check there and rethink that I'm telling you the right thing. myfilipinotutors.com. Don't forget the myfilipinotutors.com. Scroll all the way down and then you'll be able to sign up for tutors one-on-one. Okay, because I get so many messages all the time asking, hey, Pat, do you do one-on-one lessons? Do you still do your classes? Unfortunately, no, because I'm trying to do more content creation, but I know people who can teach you. I brought them to you. I interviewed the best of the best, and these are the real deal, these teachers, I promise you. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. If you are on Instagram or TikTok, welcome. I missed you so much. Going live was one of my favorite things, and life got busy. I'm pregnant with baby number 4, by the way. What? I know, crazy. But go ahead and jump onto my YouTube channel and we will go from there. You might recognize this lesson. It's a very basic one. We did it once over the summer, but I think it's good to kind of review, or if you weren't with us that first time we learned, this is your time, okay? So again, this whole lesson you will be able to follow along on YouTube. Today we are going to be learning house vocabulary. So very useful vocabulary and phrases that you can say around the house, okay? And then we will also learn some related phrases, like I said, and then some review. So some of the house vocabulary we will be learning today are things about the kitchen, the bathroom, and the bedroom. So just those three main rooms for now, and then maybe some other time we'll go back and do the other parts of the house, okay? Let me just catch up on some of these comments here. Oh, I'm going to the Philippines and I'm excited, Yellow said. Oh, I'm excited for you. What part of the Philippines are you going to go to? Love said, your English accent. Wow, I know. So I was born in Manila, but I grew up here in the States. So that is why I have an American accent as well. Oh, yes. BDWay34 on Instagram posted the link to myfilipinotutors.com. Again, myfilipinotutors.com. That is my tutoring company. Oh, my goodness. And go over there if you want one-on-one tutoring with any of the tutors that we have. And they also tutor school subjects. So if you have a child, if you have a niece or nephew or a grandchild who needs help in reading or math or science, we have teachers for that. So I specifically chose teachers who can teach a Filipino language and grade school subjects. It's a one-stop shop. I'm still looking for tutors who can teach other Filipino languages like Ilocano, Kapampangan, Waray. But right now we have Tagalog and Bisaya. Check them out. Let's see, where else are you all from? Hello. Max said, congratulations, salamat. Okay, and then over here on YouTube, let's see. Oh, Jimmy from LA. Hello. Magandang hapon. Jean said, hello from East Tennessee. You must be my neighbor. I'm here in North Carolina. Are you bordering North Carolina there? Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So again, today we'll be learning vocabulary about the house. Very basic stuff, okay? Hop onto my YouTube channel. You'll be able to see everything written out. And the replay will be up on my YouTube channel as well with all of the images and the writing as well. So this is a picture of a house. House in Tagalog, does anyone know? House in Tagalog is bahay. Bahay. House in Tagalog is bahay. Take a look at this spelling. It looks like it should be pronounced bahay, right? Bahay. But in Tagalog, the AY combination makes an I sound. Bahay. Bahay. So that's a house. Yes, very good on Instagram. You guys got it. Very good. Mike, hello from Michigan, he says. Rarel or says hello from Sacramento. Hello. JS says hi from Minnesota. Mark from Alameda. Where is Alameda? LA Jazzy said, do you teach Tagalog in private lessons? I do not, but I have tutors who can. Again, check out myfilipinotutors.com. Okay, so let's take a look at this. So, bahay is house. Bahay. Now, take a look at this word right beside it. Tahanan. Tahanan. What is the difference between bahay and tahanan? Anyone know? Bahay and tahanan, very similar. They are kind of related. Jean said, 30 minutes away from Boone. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I know where that is. Kamusta from Texas? P. Jones said, Soraya, hello from LA. Hello. Yes. I aim 4 on TikTok said, tahanan is home. Exactly right. So bahay is the house, right? The structure of the house. Tahanan is the home, right? Home is where the heart is. So it's more of like the emotional concept of the home. Okay, so bahay is house, tahanan is home. In case you hear those words, just know that they are related. Okay. Oh, Taco said one is Tagalog, one is Visayan. Well, bahay and tahanan are actually both Tagalog. They might use tahanan in Bisaya as well. Yeah, you're exactly right. So here are some phrases you might hear about the house. Malaki ang bahay ko. Maliit ang bahay ko. So malaki is big. Maliit is small. Malaki ang bahay ko, maliit ang bahay ko. So here, I just kind of want to show you the sentence structure. Blank ang bahay ko. My house is blank. Malaki ang bahay ko, maliit ang bahay ko. Here is that same sentence structure, but we are changing the adjective. Bago ang bahay ko, luma ang bahay ko. Bago means new. Luma means old. So, bago ang bahay ko, my house is new. Luma ang bahay ko, my house is old. So again, just focus here mostly on the sentence structure. Blank ang bahay ko means my house is blank. And then you fill in the adjective. Here's another set of adjectives here. Malayo ang bahay ko, malapit ang bahay ko. Malayo means far, malapit means nearby. So if someone is like, hey, where do you live? You could say, oh, malayo ang bahay ko. My house is far away. Malayo ang bahay ko. Versus, malapit ang bahay ko. My house is nearby. Malapit ang bahay ko. So do you see in all three examples, the sentence structure is blank ang bahay ko. My house is blank. Now, one thing I always like to share is, now that you know the sentence structure, you can use Taglish if you don't know the adjective. So for example, if you forget what big is, you can say, big ang bahay ko. My house is big. Big ang bahay ko. Then later, go back and try to figure out what big is in Tagalog. Look it up and then you'll be able to figure out, oh, malaki. Malaki ang bahay ko. Okay, so I always like encouraging Taglish. I know it's a little controversial. I get comments all the time where people are like, no, you shouldn't use Taglish. I think you should, but don't use it forever. Okay? If you are trying your best to speak Tagalog and you just cannot remember what that word is, just say it in English. It's going to be okay. Later, go back and try to figure out what it is, or ask the person you're talking to. Say like, oh, what is big again? And then just finish your sentence once you know the word, okay? So don't get too tripped up about being fluent. Fluency comes later. The most important thing is that you try, okay? Anyway, let's keep going. So bahay is house. Bahay is house. Ice, hi po from South Africa. Now let's take a look at this word. Bintana is window. Bintana. Pinto is door. Pinto. Hagdan are the stairs. Hagdan. Okay? So bintana is the window. It's very similar to Spanish. And that is because Spain colonized the Philippines for over 300 years. So there's a lot of Spanish words in Tagalog. And bintana is one of them. Pinto is door. Hagdan is stairs. Interesting because hagdan can also be a ladder. So just listen to the context clues to kind of figure out what someone is talking about. Now here are some phrases. Bukas ang bintana. Sarado ang bintana. Bukas means open, so the window is open. Bukas ang bintana. Sarado ang bintana. The window is closed. So bukas means open. Sarado means closed. And you can fill in the blank with door. Bukas ang pinto. The door is open. Sarado ang pinto. The door is closed. So there, that's just the showing you the vocabulary open and closed. Bukas ang bintana, sarado ang bintana. Okay? Now, if you wanted to give it more like a command, it would be, Buksan mo ang bintana. Buksan mo ang bintana. Open the window. The opposite is isara mo ang bintana. Isara mo ang bintana. Close the window. So you can see that the root word is the same. Bukas and buksan, sarado and isara. They have the same root words in there, but they're a little different depending on whether or not it's an adjective, like you're just saying the window is open, versus if you're telling someone to do it. Another important thing I want you to always remember, if you don't know words, like you might have never heard someone say buksan mo ang bintana, but you know bukas means open. If you can pick out root words, just kind of go from there and use context clues. Okay? So don't get too tripped up over knowing or not knowing every single word that you hear. Just try to listen carefully for root words and then go from there. Okay? Again, just to review, here are the vocabulary words just about like the structure of the house. Bintana is window. Pinto is door. Hagdan is stairs. Oh, okay. Richard said, had a friend who would say, isara mo ang itaas when we were learning Tagalog. Isara mo ang itaas. So close the top. Yeah, I guess so. Technically, it would be like isara mo ang window or ibaba mo ang kurtina or something like that. That's funny. All right. Oh, Millennial Avation on YouTube said, ano ang difference between bukas, open, and bukas, tomorrow? Very good question. So, bukas and bukas, they are spelled exactly the same. The only difference is the pronunciation, where you put the stress. So, bukas, emphasis on the second syllable. Bukas ang pinto. That means open. Bukas means tomorrow. So when the emphasis is on the first syllable, it's tomorrow. Very interesting. Yep, they are homonyms, meaning they are spelled the same but have different meanings depending on the context. Yes, very good, very good. Here's another vocabulary term about the structure of the house. Ding ding. Ding ding is the wall. Ding ding. You might also hear the word pader. Pader also means a wall. Just kind of depends on personal preference, or also like, yes, exactly right, Roop on TikTok said, pader. It's just like, depending on the context, depending on what people are used to saying. Bubong is the roof. Bubong. Now, kisame is the ceiling. So, bubong is the roof. That's like the outside of the house, right? Bubong. Kisame is the ceiling that you see inside of your house. Okay. Oh, Christian said, where would you suggest to learn grammar? I have some... Oh, okay. Let me show you my Tagalog books that I have. Very good question. So, I always suggest this, Tagalog for Beginners. And then there's, over here on YouTube, can you see that? Tagalog for Beginners. And then there's also Tagalog, Intermediate Tagalog. This is kind of like book 2. This is very good for grammar and conversational phrases. It has practice questions. I think there's also, a free online audio. I guess back in the day it used to be like CDs, but they got away from that. But now you can like just listen online. So I would suggest this book. There's a link in my Amazon storefront for it if you would like. Okay, good question. So let's review again. Ding ding is the wall. Bubong is the roof. Kisame is the ceiling. Okay, so those are just some vocabulary words about the structure of the house, like the outside structure. Any questions? Roop said, are you the author of the book? No way, no way. It is Ate Joy Barrios. Ate Joy Barrios. I call her Ate as if I've met her and I know her myself. I do not know her. Maybe like spiritually, I feel like I'm connected to Ate Joy Barrios because you can see that I have sticky notes. I write in it. I have a lot of pages folded because I use her books to make videos. She has made it very simple to follow, and she's just so knowledgeable in the Tagalog language. All right. Let's keep going here. Oh, Jocelyn said, you are a very good teacher. Maraming salamat. Thank you so much for joining me. I have missed you. Roop said, you owe her a lot. I know, I really do. Someone I follow, someone who follows me said that they know Ate Joy. Again, I call her Ate as if I know her. But I think she is their aunt, or she just knows Joy Barrios. So hopefully Ate Joy knows that I'm using her books and that you guys are buying her book. Oh, David said, you could probably write your own book. I don't know about that. Do you know how much time and effort goes into writing a book? I don't want to write the wrong thing. Okay, let's keep going. Our next room in the house is kusina. Kusina. Kusina is the kitchen. Kusina. Now, the stove in Tagalog is kalan. Kalan. Very interesting because stoves in the Philippines are a little different from the stoves in America, at least from what I've noticed. For one thing, most of them are gas. You have to turn on the tank and then the flame is there, whereas in the US, at least, some of them are electric, some of them are gas as well. And sometimes in the Philippines, it's just one burner or two burners. It's not one full 4-burner stove. Very interesting. Knives, or a knife in Tagalog, is cuchillo. Cuchillo. If you are looking on YouTube with me, I want you to take a look at this spelling. I love Tagalog spelling because it's so interesting. The way to spell cuchillo, for one thing, it starts with a K. Cuchillo. Because in abacada, the Filipino alphabet, there actually the Tagalog alphabet, there is no letter C that comes in there in the alphabet naturally. Everything that has the ka sound is the letter K. The letter C came later with the influence of English and Spanish and other things like that. But typically, when you hear the ka sound, it's a letter K. So that's one thing I want to point out about the spelling. Next, cuchillo. So that CH sound in Tagalog is actually a TS combination. Cuchillo. I love it. When you think about it, that is what your mouth is doing, right? It's saying a T and then an S right after. Cuchillo. That's how they make the ch sound. Very interesting. Yes. So Kutsilo. Cuchillo. Cuchillo. I just love it. I love things like that. So the spelling of Tagalog is very interesting because of that TS combination, which makes that ch sound. And then that letter K is what makes the k sound. Yes. Richard said, looks like everything in the kitchen starts with K. Pretty much. Very much. Okay. Very good. So, here's some more. So, cuchara is a spoon, cuchara. And then tinidor is a fork, tinidor. Now, cuchara is Spanish. Is tinidor, is that Spanish as well? I don't know a lot of Spanish, but I know for sure cuchara is. And, Roop said no, it's not. Is cuchara Spanish? It is, right? Well, again, just remember that there's a lot of Spanish words because of the Spanish colonization back in the day. Juan Chavo said yes. Yes, it is. Oh, tenedor. Juan Chavo said tenedor. It's spelled a little differently, but very similar. Yes. Okay. Now, someone asked, what were these words before colonization? Right? So, if cuchara and tenedor were Spanish words that are now Tagalog words, what were they back in the day? Anyone have any idea? Like, what was spoon in, like, deep Tagalog? Or what was tinidor in deep Tagalog? When I say deep Tagalog, there are certain words that have like a true pre-colonial Tagalog word for them. For example, the word chair in Tagalog is upuan, or there are lots of different words for chair, but most commonly like upuan is chair. But the deeper Tagalog word for upuan was salumpuet. Salumpuet. That is a seat or something you can sit on. Do you know where it comes from? Yes. Roop said salumpuet, like chair. So salo means to catch. Puet is your bottom. So salumpuet is something that is catching your bottom. Interesting, right? Oh my goodness, I love it. But then someone up here actually, yes, Christian said there probably wasn't any word for spoon and fork in deep Tagalog. He is saying hands and kamayan. They probably didn't use utensils like this, right? Super interesting. It was probably just their hands. So there were no words like that because it just wasn't part of the culture until colonization happened. Oh my gosh, so anthropological. I was an anthropology minor in college, by the way. Not like that's really relevant. Okay, let's keep going. Here are some more vocabulary words about the kitchen. Plato is plate. Plato. Plato. Another word for plato is pinggan. Pinggan. I often used plato growing up. That's what my parents always said. Kuha ka ng plato, go get a plate. Or, ihain ng lamesa, kuha ka ng mga plato. Set the table, get some plates. But, ever since I married my husband, his parents always say pinggan, plate. Granted, they are from Cebu, but pinggan is also used in Tagalog as well. My parents just always said plato. Very interesting. Next, baso is cup, but specifically a glass. Like a glass cup, that is baso. If you're talking about like a mug, that is more of taza. Taza. So baso is like a glass of water or a glass cup. That's baso. Okay? Pagkain. Pagkain is food. Pagkain. Ulam, specifically, ulam is the entree that you are going to eat. usually meat. So adobo is an ulam. Sinigang, caldereta, all of that, those are ulam. That's the entree, the meaty entree that you will be eating with your meal. Very interesting how there really isn't a word like that in English. It's kind of specific to like the meat entree that you are eating. I guess entree kind of is the closest it is, unless someone else can translate or like what you think. Yes, Cherry said, OMG, thank you. I could never translate what ulam would be in English. Exactly. It's one of those things. It's like in English, you would just ask, what are we eating? What's the meal? What's the entree? But ulam specifically is the meaty entree, the meat dish that you are going to be eating with your rice. Oh, Nick on YouTube said, I made your adobo the other day. Thank you for sharing that. If you haven't noticed TikTok and Instagram, I have been posting lots and lots of food videos on my YouTube. And more to come, actually. I have a couple to edit. Because I wanted them to be available for your holiday preparations. I know I specifically am always trying to figure out what am I going to bring to the next potluck for the holidays. So I have lots of recipes up there that I have for like turon, lumpia, pancit, barbecue, adobo, pandesal, so many more coming up. So go ahead and go over there and watch them. Thank you, Nick. Yes, David said ulam is what goes on the rice. Oh, Awesome Philly said, is ulam also the food for when you're drinking? What is the food or the snack that people eat when they're drinking? Write it in the comments. Anyone know? Interesting. There's a specific word for the food that people eat when they're drinking. Very interesting question, Awesome Philly. Okay, let's keep going. Yes! Cherry. J. Ramos. So the food that you eat, yes, 777 on Insta. The food that you eat when you're drinking is called pulutan. Pulutan. Very interesting because pulut, or like pulutin mo, that means to pick up. So pulutan is something that you can just like pick and eat while you're drinking, right? It's not like a big meal, nothing too heavy. It's just little snacks that you eat when you're drinking with your buddies. Very good. Let's see, someone up here. Richard on Instagram said, panghimagas. Panghimagas is actually dessert. Panghimagas, that means dessert. Good try though. Very good question. Oh, Mr. Warren said, my asawa makes me fried fish in the coconut milk. It's yummy. Oh, that sounds very yummy. PRNZ said merienda. Merienda is more just like a snack. Not necessarily for when you're drinking. You can have a merienda after school, in the middle of the day. Merienda is just a snack. Oh, Richard said chichirya. Chichirya. So chichirya is like snacks again, but more specifically like chips. Or when I think of chichirya, it's like something that you would just mindlessly eat when you're watching a movie or something like that. So chichirya, not necessarily for drinking, although you can have chichirya when you're drinking as well. Dish, other word for ulam. Yeah, I guess so. Like, what is the dish? What is the ulam? What is the dish? DC said, I noticed a lot of Filipino words have a lot of Spanish, making it easy for them to understand. Yeah. So if you already know Spanish, Tagalog will be not always easy, but you'll get a lot of the vocab. Okay, let's keep going. So, pagkain is food. That's a noun, pagkain. But kain is to eat. That's the verb. Kain or kumain, that means to eat. So here are some phrases that you might hear or say about the kitchen. Nagluluto ako. Nagluluto ako means I am cooking. Nagluluto ako. I am cooking. You can ask someone, anong niluluto mo? Anong niluluto mo? What are you cooking? Anong niluluto mo? Lastly, kain tayo. Let's eat. Kain tayo. Okay, I don't want to get too nitty-gritty into all of the grammar. But again, I want you to be able to recognize the root words, right? Nagluluto ako, I am cooking. Anong niluluto mo? What are you cooking? The root word luto means to cook. So if you hear someone say nagluluto ako, number one, you can pick out the root word luto. So you're like, okay, that means to cook. Then you hear ako, and you're like, okay, that probably means I. So I am cooking. Nagluluto ako. Anong niluluto mo? You probably know the word ano means what, right? So ano ang is anong put together. Or anong is ano ang put together. So you can pick out the word ano means what, luto means to cook, mo means you. So that's asking the question, what are you cooking? So I'm just kind of showing you how you can break up these phrases. If someone is talking to you and you don't know exactly what it means, try to pick out the root words and then use the context clues to go from there. Okay, and then lastly, kain tayo. Again, kain means to eat. Tayo means all of us. Let's all eat. That is what it means. Yes, Saint said, what is let's eat again? Kain tayo. Kain tayo. Yes. Richard said, why is it ni? So are you asking about niluluto? You're asking about the conjugation. Why is it niluluto? So niluluto, this is specifically about grammar. So if you don't want to listen, I understand. But just to break it down, niluluto is the object-focused conjugation of luto. So nagluluto is subject-focused. I am cooking. But when it's changed to anong niluluto mo, the ni in there is asking about the thing that is being cooked. So it's not subject-focused anymore. It's object-focused. And that is why it's conjugated in the ni conjugation. Very good question. It's one of those things where I would suggest listening to native Tagalog speakers, and then you'll kind of pick up on the different prefixes or affixes, and then you'll see how the focus shifts. It goes from the person and more onto the subject or the object there. Yes, Richard said, oh, gets ko, salamat. You're welcome, wala nga naman. Okay. Now, here are some vocabulary words about the baño or bathroom. Baño. So, inodoro is toilet. Inodoro. Inodoro, that's toilet. Lababo is sink. Lababo. And then, paliguan. That's like the bathtub. Paliguan. Yes. David on Instagram said CR. So, baño is bathroom. But you might also hear someone say CR. And CR in Tagalog is comfort room. So if someone says, oh, saan ang CR? Where is the bathroom? Saan ang CR? That just means where is the bathroom? Where is the comfort room? So if you hear CR, just know that it means bathroom. Let's go over those words again. So baño is the bathroom. Baño or CR. Inodoro. Inodoro, that's toilet. Inodoro. Yes. Carolyn is saying, like Espanol. It is. A lot of these. Oh yes, Cherry. Toilet is inodoro. Lababo is sink. Lababo. Paliguan is the bathtub, or more like just a little area where you can take a bath. Having like an actual bathtub is not so common in the Philippines. Number one, it takes up a lot of space. Number two, not every house has like the means to have a full-on bathtub. Oftentimes in the Philippines, the way they take a bath is there's a bucket of water and then a tabo. A tabo is a smaller bucket with a long handle, and they just use the tabo to rinse themselves. A lot of houses nowadays also have a shower and everything like that. But more commonly, you'll see like a bucket of water with a smaller bucket called a tabo, and that is how people take baths. They pour the water on themselves. Oh, Nick on YouTube said, there are videos on YouTube on how to use a CR in the Philippines. And then he said, they have a dip cup, no TP. A dip cup. I've never heard tabo called as a dip cup. So yes, so tabo again is a smaller bucket with a really long handle, and they use it to pour water on themselves or to wash themselves off after using the bathroom. Oh, Richard said, it's cold water, right? Usually the water is cold, so it will really wake you up in the mornings, or if you like to kind of cool down during the day, take a bath. Yes, DC said luxury homes have the bathtubs. Oh, V-Man on Instagram said, need to get a tabo from Amazon. I miss that bad boy. My Asian grocery store had some tabos. Very interesting. Oh, yes. Aloha said, hi, do you have printable files for kids who want to learn Tagalog? I have a kids Filipino booklet. Oh, not really a book, but just like a PDF file on my Stan store. There should be a link on my Instagram. Go to my Stan store, and there are resources for kids up there. Oh, Ozzy says, hello, kamusta ka? Watching from Ozzy, Perth. Awesome. Okay, let's keep going. So, here are some more vocabulary words about the bathroom. Sabon is soap. Sabon, very much like Spanish again. Now, maligo means to take a bath, to take a shower. Maligo, that's a verb. To take a shower, to take a bath. Tuwalya, that's towel. So, sabon is soap. Maligo, to take a shower, to take a bath. Tuwalya is a towel. Now here are some phrases. Naliligo ako. I am taking a shower. Naliligo ako. Maligo ka. Go take a shower. Maligo ka. Maybe if you want to tease someone tonight, you go say, maligo ka, go take a shower. Or if someone is taking a really long time in the bathroom, you could ask, tapos ka na ba? Tapos ka na ba? Are you done yet? Tapos ka na ba? Again, if you are following on Instagram or TikTok, This whole presentation is on my YouTube channel. The replay will be up on my YouTube channel as well, so you'll be able to follow along and see everything written out. Yes! Ken on YouTube said, no need for bath or shower in rainy season. Yes! Have you ever taken a bath in the rain in the Philippines? Please leave me, let's do a Filipino flag emoji. If you have taken a shower in the rain in the Philippines, leave me a Filipino flag emoji in the comments. That is one of my favorite one of my favorite memories as a kid. You just go out there when it's pouring really, really hard. You go out there with some soap, maybe your shampoo, maybe a tabo if you want so you can catch some water. And then you just wash your hair, soap up your body, and then you let the rain rinse you off. But there's a catch, according to my cousin. You have to rinse off in the shower, or you have to go back inside and kind of rinse off in the bathroom again. Almost like you're taking a really quick after bath. Because apparently if you don't do that, then you might get sick. Is that true? Do you guys always take an after bath after a rain bath? Apparently, that's what my cousin said. Yes, bodybuilding. Yes, mysterious David Jr. We all did it. We all took showers in the rain. It's fun. It's so fun, especially as a kid. Dorian said, I did one time. It's so fun. Oh my goodness. You got to find the right spot. There will be a house that has a little corner or something, and then all the water is coming from it, so it's that's where the water is the strongest. So fun. Let's keep going. Oh, here's another phrase. If you want someone to hurry up, it would be dalian mo na. Dalian mo na, hurry up. Dalian mo na. Alex said, is there a Tagalog word for rain showers? Is there a Tagalog word for rain showers? I don't think so. I've always just heard naliligo sa ulan, taking a shower in the rain. Or, yeah, that's what I've heard. It's just a phrase. Ozzy said, are you in the Philippines now? No, I'm not. I'm here in North Carolina where I live. Let's see. C. Pause Park said, I never bathed in the rain, but I did take a bath at the water pump in the middle of the housing compound. Yes, so you might go to an area where there's a water pump that's connected to an underground well, and that is where a lot of people, sometimes kids, will just take a shower. Again, they go there with their tabo or another bucket, and they just use the water and take a bath there. Anywhere you can find water. Let's see. Oh, level 2 said, I've done rain shower in Dominican Republic. That's awesome. That's so fun. Oh, okay. Nick is talking about you got to use soap. There might be a parasite. You got to clean the parasite. Yeah, you got to be careful with that. Okay, this is the last room of the house that we will learn about. Cuarto is the bedroom. Cuarto. Oh yes, Carpizo said the pump is called a poso in Tagalog. Poso. That's how you say it, right? Poso. Okay. Yes, cuarto is the bedroom. Also, it could just be a room. A room. So AG on TikTok said a room. You could say sa kabilang cuarto, it's in the other room. So cuarto is a room. Yes, Tuga said Tagalog and Spanish are quite similar. Very much. Very, very similar. Okay. Oh, Arian asked, can you learn Tagalog from scratch? Absolutely. Absolutely. Do you know Tagalog Kurt? So he and I are social media friends. We've never met in real life. But he is a prime example of someone who learned Tagalog from scratch, right? He's a white guy and he is so good at speaking Tagalog. He has really immersed himself in the Filipino culture. So I truly believe anyone can learn Tagalog. Now, I'm not saying it's easy, but it's doable. Absolutely. Okay. Let's keep going. Alpha said, how often do you live stream? It used to be every Thursday, my Tagalog Thursdays. But then I got so busy. So now we're bringing it back. I'm hoping to do it at least once a week. You might see me more than once a week. So we'll see. Okay. Cuarto is the bedroom. Cama is the bed. Cama. Oh, D said, my girlfriend is teaching me Tagalog. You go, girlfriend. You got it. Cama is bed. Another word for bed is higaan. Higaan. So, higa means to lie down. Higa means to lie down. Higaan means a place to lie down. Very interesting, right? So, cama and higaan are both words that you can use to describe or when you're talking about a bed. Unan is pillow. Unan. Unan. Oh, Tuga said, how do you say floor? Floor in Tagalog is sahig. Sahig. Where is the remote? Oh, nasa sahig. It's on the floor. Sahig. Very good question. And then blanket in Tagalog is kumot. Kumot. So cuarto is a room. Cama or higaan is a bed. Unan is pillow. Kumot is a blanket. Now, matulog means to sleep. Matulog, to sleep. Hilik means to snore. Hilik. And then panaginip is your dream. A dream that you have while you're sleeping. So, natutulog ako and may panaginip ako. I'm having a dream. Or nananaginip ako. Nananaginip is the verb. Panaginip is the noun. Okay. So if you're following along on YouTube, right under the word panaginip, I have this word pangarap. Pangarap and panaginip both mean dream. The only difference is whether or not you are awake. Panaginip is the dream you have when you're sleeping. Could be a good dream, could be a nightmare. Panaginip is the dream. Pangarap is also a dream, but pangarap is more like your dreams and goals and achievements for your life. So it's like, oh, pangarap ko ang Range Rover. I dream to have a Range Rover, right? Like a really nice car. Or pangarap ko maging professor. It is my dream to become a professor. Pangarap ko yan. That is my dream. So do you see the difference there? Panaginip is the literal dream that you have when you're sleeping. Pangarap is like your dream and goals that you want to achieve. Very interesting. Oh, yes. Dan said, can you do more Tagalog shorts with English subs like when I went to get ice cream from Trader Joe's? Absolutely. Let's do that. Let's do that some more. I can't believe you still remember that. I feel like that was so long ago. Very good. Yes, Nick said, it's easy to forget vocab when you don't use it every day. Absolutely. much like with any language, if you don't use it, it's easy to forget it. So one thing, I learned French in high school and college. I took 5 years of French, I think, in total. And I don't know very much of it anymore, just because I don't have anyone to speak French with. I did visit Paris like 2 years ago, and that was fun, but I wasn't whipping out my French as if I was a French person. And even now I don't really understand that much, but one way to kind of keep Tagalog always in your mind is to watch Tagalog movies. There's a lot of movies on Netflix. You can even find some free Tagalog movies on YouTube. You can listen to Tagalog songs. Or if you know any Tagalog speakers, ask them to speak to you in Tagalog. Be like, okay, anytime you're talking to me, only talk to me in Tagalog. It might be hard for them because they don't want to repeat themselves, or they don't want to confuse you. But if you really want to try that, just encourage them. Be like, no, just talk to me in Tagalog, please. So do anything to kind of help Tagalog stay in your mind. Oh, yes. Let's see. Daniel said, I am French from Canada. Awesome. So here are some phrases about sleeping. Antok ako. I'm sleepy. Antok ako. Bumbero said you can also watch Tagalog pa. Maraming salamat. So, antok ako. I am sleepy. Matutulog na ako. I am going to sleep. Matutulog na ako. Matulog na tayo. Let's go to sleep. Matulog na tayo. Let's all go to sleep. Or, ayusin mo ang kama. Fix the bed. Ayusin mo ang kama. Yes, so if you are following along on Instagram or TikTok, all of these phrases are up on YouTube here. This whole lesson you can follow along with the replay. Again, I just want you to focus on recognizing the root words, recognizing how the vocab is used in these phrases, and then hopefully when you hear these phrases again, you can recognize them. You're like, oh wait, I've heard that before. What did it mean? Just use context clues and try to figure it out from there. Okay, guys, so we learned vocabulary about the house. We learned vocabulary about the specific rooms like the kitchen, the bathroom, and the bedroom. And then we learned phrases about all of those. And now it's time to review. Okay? Oh, yes. Richard said, isn't it inaantok ako? Yes. That is another way to say it. I think actually that might be the grammatically correct way to say it. But more like casually, you could just say, antok ako, I'm sleeping. Antok ako. Same thing as inaantok ako. Oh, the Mantis, maraming salamat for purchasing that on YouTube. Thank you so much. Any gift that you buy for me on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, it really goes back to me supporting other Filipino businesses. You probably noticed my earrings in my videos. These are from Sunkist Pinay. I love supporting Filipino businesses. So maraming salamat. Let's review here. What is house in Tagalog? Do you remember? House? David said Ming Ming is cat. Yes, Ming Ming is cat. Why are all cats named Ming Ming? Oh, Michael, thank you so much from Jacksonville, Florida. Maraming salamat for purchasing that on YouTube. Maraming salamat. Yes, forward slasher said bahay. Bahay. So, bahay is house. Tahanan is home. So remember, bahay is the actual house. Tahanan is the home that you make. Very good, very good. And then here are just some of the phrases we learned. Malaki ang bahay ko. Maliit ang bahay ko. Malaki is big. Maliit is small. So my house is big, my house is small. Bago ang bahay ko. My house is new. Luma ang bahay ko. My house is old. Malayo ang bahay ko. Malapit ang bahay ko. My house is far. My house is near. Oh, forward slasher, thank you so much for the badge. Maraming salamat. Thank you. Okay, what is window in Tagalog? What is window in Tagalog? Do you remember? Richard said, let's sing Bahay Kubo. Do you know how to sing Bahay Kubo? I say that sing it to my kids all the time. Yes, very good. Roop and Bitoro and yes, very good, very good. So, bintana. Yes, Miss Cassie, you got it. Bintana. David Jr. Bintana. And then, pinto is door. I just told you the answer. What is door in Tagalog? It's pinto. Pinto. What is stairs? Stairs in Tagalog. Oh, kumusta pusa? Thank you so much for the badge. Do you know what kumusta pusa means? To everyone else, kumusta pusa means, how are you, cat? Yes. So, hagdan. Hagdan. So, bintana is window. Pinto is door. Hagdan or hagdanan is stairs. Same thing. Now, you could say, bukas ang pinto, sarado ang pinto. Bukas means open, sarado means closed. Bukas ang pinto, sarado ang pinto. The door is open, the door is closed. Now, if you want to say it like a command, it would be, buksan mo ang pinto, or isara mo ang pinto. Open the door, close the door. What is wall in Tagalog? Do you remember? What is wall in Tagalog? Yes, exactly right. Wall in Tagalog is dingding or pader. Dingding or pader. Ding-ding, I think that's always fun to say. Ding-ding. Roof is bubong. Bubong. Roof is bubong. And then, what is the ceiling? Do you remember what the ceiling is? Ceiling is kisame. Kisame. So, bubong is the roof on the outside of the house. Kisame is the ceiling on the inside of your house. Now, here are some vocab words about the kitchen. Let's review. What is kitchen in Tagalog? What is kitchen in Tagalog? Laylan said, this is awesome. I hope everyone is enjoying it. Maraming salamat. I hope so too. I know I'm enjoying it. I always love going live with everyone. What is kitchen in Tagalog? Kitchen is kusina. Kusina. Very similar to Spanish. Kusina, yes, very good. What is stove in Tagalog? What is stove? Stove in Tagalog is kalan. Kalan. Remember, the stove in the Philippines is a little different from a stove like, say, in America. In America, there's like the big 4-range stove, right? But in the Philippines, they usually just have a propane tank and maybe 1 or 2 burners. But it's always gas. Over here in the States, it can be electric. So it's a little different. Kalan is stove. Very good. Thank you so much for the gifts and the badges, Steve, on TikTok. Maraming salamat. Thank you. And then knife. Knife is cuchillo. Knife is cuchillo. Again, I always like to point out the spelling. There's that TS combination that makes the ch sound. Cuchillo. And then what is spoon and fork? Spoon and fork. Spoon and fork is cuchara is spoon and tinidor is fork. Cuchara and tinidor. Richard said, is there a word for rice cooker? I would just say like lutuan ng kanin. Lutuan is a cooker. Ng kanin means of rice. Oh, Kuya Joey said, first time kong makita ang live stream mo. Tagalog at Bisaya na ako. Sinagot ko ang tanong mo sa verb video tungkol sa kung paano ang verbs ay magma o Tuloy ang magandang gawin. Maraming salamat, Kuya Joey. All right. Here's some more vocabulary about the kitchen. What is plate in Tagalog? What is plate in Tagalog? Oh, Civil War guy said, are there any words where the letters T and S do not make the ch sound? I'm pretty sure that anytime the T and the S are together, it makes that ch sound. It's called a diphthong. Diphthong are like special letters that are always together and it makes a sound like that. So I'm pretty sure when they're together, they always make that ch sound. Very good question. Yes, exactly right. Plato is plate. Or pinggan. Plato or pinggan. What is cup in Tagalog? Or a glass? What is cup or a glass? Oh, Rocky Road, maraming salamat. Love your stuff. Maraming salamat. Cup in Tagalog is baso. Yes, exactly right. Very good. Now, food in Tagalog is pagkain. Food is pagkain. And specifically, remember, ulam is the dish. Like the meaty entree that you're going to be eating with your rice. That's ulam. What is to eat in Tagalog? What is the verb to eat in Tagalog? Do you remember? To eat is kain. Kain. So that means to eat. Kain or kumain. And again, here are just some phrases you might hear. Nagluluto ako. I am cooking. Anong niluluto mo? What are you cooking? Kain tayo. Let's eat. Kain tayo. Okay, here's another room. The banyo. I gave it to you again. Bathroom in Tagalog is banyo. Or remember, it could also be the CR. CR stands for comfort room, and a lot of people call the bathroom the CR. So what is toilet in Tagalog? Do you remember? Toilet in Tagalog. Inodoro. Inodoro is toilet. What is the sink in Tagalog? The sink. Sink in Tagalog is lababo. Lababo. Lababo is sink in Tagalog. And then the last one, what is bathtub? Bathtub. Paliguan. Paliguan. But remember, there really is no bathtub. Like, bathtubs are a little uncommon in the Philippines. So paliguan really is just like a place to take a bath. So not necessarily a bathtub, but it's just a place to take a bath. Oh, Nick, maraming salamat. Thank you so much. Alrighty. So those are just some of the vocabulary words about the bathroom. Baño is bathroom. Inodoro is toilet. Lababo is sink. Paliguan is a bathtub or a place to take a bath. Now, what is soap in Tagalog? Do you remember? What is soap? Soap is sabon. Sabon. That's a lot like Spanish. What is to take a shower? To take a shower. Was good said. I feel like I'm in high school, but I'm learning Tagalog instead of Ilocano. So to take a shower is maligo. Maligo. Oh, yes, that's very interesting. I'll come back to that, Brian Cox. He said something interesting there. And then last one, what is a towel? Towel is toalla. Toalla. Let's go back to what Brian said here on Instagram. He said, I always get tissue and napkin or paper towel mixed up in the Philippines. So there's a tissue, there's a napkin, and there's a paper towel. When you say paper towel, that's just like, the paper towel you use to wipe something up. In the Philippines, it's not so common for people to use paper towels. Number one, they don't want to just keep throwing away their money, essentially. Not a lot of people have enough money to just buy, like, disposable things all the time. Another thing is that they prefer to have just like a dish rag or a rag that they use all the time. So paper towel is what it is. It's a paper towel. Now, the difference between tissue and what was the other one? Did you say toilet paper? Oh, tissue and napkin. Tissue and napkin. So when you're eating at a restaurant, it's very common for like Americans to say, can I please have a napkin? Can I have a napkin to wipe my face while I'm eating? In the Philippines, a napkin is the sanitary pad that a female uses once a month. If that makes sense. So that is what they call a napkin. It's a sanitary pad. So if you are at a restaurant and you ask, can I please have a napkin? People might giggle at you. They're like, he or she is asking for a napkin. But they know what you mean. They'll understand that you mean like something to wipe your face. So it's more appropriate to ask for tuwalya, or not tuwalya. It's more appropriate to ask for a tissue. Sorry, my TikTok just went off. Hi, TikTok. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. Just went away. Hi, TikTok. So sorry. I don't know what happened. Welcome back. But like I said, so if you're at a restaurant, don't ask for a napkin. A napkin is a sanitary pad that women use once a month. You would ask for a tissue. Pahingi ng tissue. Can I please have a tissue? That is what they call a napkin there. Very interesting, right? So interesting, so interesting. Again, if you ask for a napkin in a restaurant, you might get some giggles. They'll be like, haha, they're asking for a napkin. But they'll understand what you mean. But it's more appropriate to ask for a tissue. Excuse me. I got too excited there. But yes, ask for a tissue. Okay, let's keep going. Here are some phrases again. So, naliligo ako. I am taking a shower. Maligo ka. Go take a shower. Tapos ka na ba? Are you done yet? Dalian mo na. Hurry up. Dalian mo na. Okay, so those are just some phrases that you might hear around the bathroom. Okay. Last room that we learned some vocabulary for is the bedroom. A room in Tagalog, do you remember what is a room in Tagalog? Room in Tagalog is cuarto. Cuarto. So it's just a room, cuarto. It can be the bedroom or just like, just like the room next door, cuarto. What is bed in Tagalog? Do you remember what is bed in Tagalog? Bed in Tagalog is kama or higaan. So kama is bed, kama, or higaan. Higa means to lay down. Higaan means a place to lay down. Very good. What is pillow in Tagalog? Do you remember what is pillow in Tagalog? Oh, there's a funny question in here. User 132, I'm going to answer your question in just a minute. What is pillow in Tagalog? Yes, Mark, you got it. Unan. Unan. Very good, Brian. Unan, yes. Pump FC. Unan is pillow. What is blanket? What is blanket in Tagalog? Blanket in Tagalog is... Yes, Pump FC, kumot. 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 That's a blanket. Kumot. On TikTok, 132 asked, what does it mean when someone says, I want lambing? I can almost picture the person who says this. I want lambing. So, lambing is one of those Tagalog words that doesn't necessarily have an English translation. But lambing is like, I want some attention, but also I want some sweet attention. Yes, yes. Hukbong said, I want some cuddles. But it doesn't always mean like cuddles. Sometimes lambing can be like, say sweet things to me. Be nice to me. Do nice and sweet things for me. So lambing is one of those things like when usually, like, I don't know why, usually it's the girls who are so upset with the guy. The guy has to do a lot of effort to lambing them. They have to like snuggle with them, give them hugs, maybe buy them flowers, do nice things just so they won't be mad at them anymore. Or not always when you're mad. Sometimes a couple can just be like show lambing to each other. So yes, lambing is like a noun, but it's like the act of doing sweet things. Very, very interesting. Okay, let's keep going here. So, what is to sleep in Tagalog? To sleep. Yes, lambing is like sweetness or lovin', someone said. Oh, see, Pause Park said, lambing and ligaw? No, so lambing and ligaw are a little different. Nick on YouTube also said, court them. So ligaw is courtship, right? So before a couple becomes a couple, usually the guy has to court the woman. So meeting their parents, proving to their parents that they are worthy, or like making a true effort to the girl by picking them up, taking them to school, carrying their books, courtship. That's ligaw. Lambing is like they're already a couple and you're just trying to be sweet to them, showing some sweetness, tenderness. Yes, Mike said tenderness. Very interesting concept there. Already. Kathy said, I always learn a lot from you. Maraming salamat. I don't know how much we're learning tonight. Okay, so matulog is to sleep. Matulog. Hilik is snoring. Hilik. Hilik. And then panaginip is your dream. Pangarap is also a dream. Do you remember the difference between panaginip and pangarap? Do you remember the difference between panaginip and pangarap? So, panaginip and pangarap both mean dream, but there's a difference. What is the difference between panaginip and pangarap? Oh, Richard said, I don't even know these words in English. I'm learning so much today. So, panaginip is the dream you have when you're sleeping. It could be a good dream. It could be a nightmare. Pangarap is your dream, like the goals that you have in life. Pangarap ko ang malaking bahay. My dream is to have a big house. So it's like a physical dream that you hope to have in the future. Yes, / or panaginip is a sleeping dream. Very good. Yes, exactly right, David. Exactly. Yes, a goal. Okay. So again, here are some phrases. Antok na ako, I'm sleepy. Matutulog na ako, I'm going to sleep. Matulog na tayo, let's go to sleep. Ayusin mo ang kama, fix the bed. So again, those are just some phrases that you might hear about sleeping or things like that. Again, if you're watching on TikTok or Instagram, this whole presentation is on YouTube. Everything is written out. The replay will be up on my YouTube channel as well. Oh, kumusta po sa? Maraming salamat for another badge on Instagram. Maraming salamat. Oh, that too genial said, lovely Pat, thank you. Regards from Davao. Awesome. And then there we go. Here are just some question and answers that I think you might find useful about the house or like kind of related. Saan ka nakatira? Saan ka nakatira? That means, where do you live? Saan ka nakatira? The response would be, nakatira ako sa blank. I live in blank. So if someone were to ask me, Pat, saan ka nakatira? Oh, nakatira ako sa North Carolina. I live in North Carolina. Okay? Now, here is kind of another question, very similar. Taga saan ka? Taga saan ka? Where are you from? Taga saan ka? The response is taga blank ako. So I would say taga Manila ako. So saan ka nakatira? Nakatira ako sa North Carolina. Taga saan ka? Taga Maynila ako. So do you see the difference there? They're both kind of asking, where are you from? But one is specifically, where do you live? Saan ka nakatira? The other one is asking, where are you from? Like your hometown. Taga saan ka? Okay. Oh, Edgar, thank you so much for the badge or for the gift on TikTok. Maraming salamat. And 3D Dragon. Maraming salamat, everyone. And DJ Marksy, maraming salamat. Thank you so much. And if I missed you, I'm so sorry. And Chris, maraming salamat. Thank you so much. Again, any gift that you send me on social media here, it really goes back to the businesses that I like to support. So as you can see, my earrings are usually from a Filipino business. Some of my t-shirts as well. So maraming salamat. Okay, I think I have another question in it. Oh, that's it. That was the only question and answer. We made it to the end of our lesson. My goodness. This is everything we learned today. We learned some house vocabulary. We learned about the kitchen, the bathroom, the bedroom. Then we learned some phrases about those things and those rooms. And then we did some review. And then we also talked about lots of other things as well, like lambing and taking showers in the rain. We went everywhere with this lesson. I hope to see you guys again later this week. I plan to go live on, let's see, today is Monday. I probably won't go live tomorrow. Tomorrow's a bit busy day. It's an election day, so I'm sure everyone will be tuned into their TV with that, so I don't think I'll be going live. I'll try to go live definitely Tagalog Thursday. See you then. We'll see if I go live some other time during this week. But I do want to mention again, this lesson was brought to us by Filipino Tutors LLC. That is my new tutoring business. If you want one-on-one tutoring, I have 5 amazing tutors that I have handpicked. These are the best of the best tutors out there, I promise you. They have PhDs, they have masters, they have experience with teaching Tagalog. And I have one tutor who can teach Bisaya. So go check out my the website, myfilipinotutors.com. Not only do they teach Filipino languages like Tagalog and Bisaya, but they also teach grade school subjects. So if your child needs help with math, we have a really great math tutor, Kuya Jay. Or if your child needs help with writing, English, science, Ate Rosalie and Ate, oh gosh, I miss forgetting her name, Rosalie and, oh gosh, why can I not remember the other tutor's name? It will come to me, I promise. But we have some amazing tutors there. Check them out. So myfilipinotutors.com, it is for Filipino languages and for grade school subjects for children as well. Also, Kuya Jay is really good at like college essays and college applications and SAT prep. So if you know anyone who needs help with any of that, check out myfilipinotutors.com. All of the tutors are Filipino, so it just kind of helps sometimes if students are being tutored by someone of the same background. So check it out, check it out. Also, check out my YouTube. Not only will this lesson be on there, but I am putting out a lot of recipe videos just in time for the holidays because I want you to be able to make all of your favorite Filipino dishes like lumpia, pancit, barbecue, turon, and I have a few more videos to edit. So subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can see all of that. Anyway, I will not keep you any longer. Maraming salamat. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I will see you next time. Paalam.